Hi, I'm Olivia with Running Shoes Guru, and I'm here to talk to you today about New Balance's Fresh Foam Roav. The New Balance Fresh Foam Roav is a shoe designed for athletes who are on the go. The fresh design of the shoe was a delight. I was able to do a few miles in the morning and keep them on for the rest of the day. But like I said, these shoes are only for a few miles, not for long distance. I took the shoe up for various distances and I felt pretty comfortable around the 5K distance. If I went a little bit farther than that, that's where I would run into trouble. I did use the shoe for other workouts besides just running, and I really enjoyed it for that purpose. The New Balance Fresh Foam Roav weighs in at 8.7 ounces and has an 8mm drop. It'll cost you roughly $80. I think that price is pretty reasonable considering the many hats that the shoe can wear. The new technology that the shoe offers also validates the price point. The new technology is the breathable mesh upper, the fresh foam midsole, the endurance rubber outsole, and the ultralight heel. My first impressions of this shoe when I first took it out of the box was the heel cup. It's very unique and offers a very modern look. They don't look like your typical running shoe, and that's because they aren't. They are a casual sneaker. They're great for workouts at the gym, cross-training workouts, and just doing a few miles in them. I've loved them for trips to the playground. My kids are very active. I have one that likes to wander away from the playground, so these were great at catching up with him and extremely comfortable. I received this nice bright turquoise color. It's a little bit bold for me, but I warmed up to them pretty quickly and I like the color. They come in many other colors. They do come in more of a neutral color, so if you were gonna wear them with a casual outfit, I would suggest picking out one of those colors. Like I said, the biggest thing that stuck out to me when I first opened the box was this heel design. The Ultra heel, it's called. It is impressive looking. However, when I first put them on, that is the first thing I noticed. And when I took a few steps, my heel did slip in them. And it was pretty hard to get used to it at first. Wearing them just walking around, it's not so bad, but when I would start running in them, it would slip pretty consistently. I did initially like the one-piece upper and the mesh material. When I put my foot into it first time, I did like how it hugged and formed to my foot. But when I would try to tighten it to go on a run, right up here, it would bunch and it would cause me a hot spot on the top of my foot that was pretty uncomfortable. But this would only happen when I would tighten them up to go for a run. Let's talk about the sole of the shoe. The outsole is made of rubber and endurance with a flex groove pattern. It allows for the shoe to be pretty flexible. This material did all right when it came to traction, but after about 70 miles, as you can see, it did start to wear down. They did slip slightly in the rain and my feet did get soaked, completely soaked seconds when I took them out in wet conditions. I recommend using this shoe for the road or the sidewalk. The midsole unit of the Fresh Foam Roav uses New Balance's signature fresh foam. The innovative midsole is created from a single piece of foam that provides a plush ride for short runs or errands around town. Walking around in this shoe, I did notice the plush midsole. When I would take them out for longer distance runs, this midsole became pretty unresponsive and it just lacked structure as a whole. I would suggest this shoe for the individual who heel strikes. This plush foam midsole around the heel area was greatly appreciated when I had to be on my feet all day long. The upper is made out of a breathable mesh material. It's very lightweight and flexible. It's one piece up until you get to the Ultra heel cup right here. When I initially put this shoe on, it felt fantastic. I like the way it felt. But with one piece uppers, I do have a hard time securing it. And one of the downfalls with this shoe was the bunching up here, up and around the laces. And it would fold over, and like I said before, it did cause some discomfort and some hot spots there. When I would try to tighten my shoe, I would get the bunching up and around the top of my foot. So when I would loosen up the laces, I wouldn't have that pain anymore, but then I would have more slipping in the heel area. There's only 4 eyelets, and there's no extra eyelets for your shoelaces. So that only gives you a limited number of options for lacing techniques. I tried a few different ones, but just your typical lacing option was the only one that really worked for me.